Hi everyone, welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV and welcome to a new episode of Round the Corner. The Premier League is back this weekend and Chelsea travel away to Bournemouth in what's going to be our second away fixture this season. So far it's 1 out of 1, so hopefully that can be continued as we really need points on the board. There's been a bit of drama up in the air around ownership during the international break, but it's time to put that to one side and really just focus on what's important in the present moment, and that is our Premier League games, because we are eager to get points on the board. We want to win games. We want to get into a bit of a winning streak, and Saturday 8 p.m. is the perfect opportunity to get back into the swing of things. It's a late kickoff. It rounds out the Saturday fixtures, but yeah, it will be a late one, hopefully a good one too. But guys, before we get into the good action of the Premier League game and what we can expect, team news, selection, etc., I'm going to tell you guys about FOCO. FOCO, if you haven't heard already, are Chelsea Fan TV's sponsors, partners. They've got amazing things, all things Chelsea and also other teams if you just sadly happen to not support Chelsea. But you can find everything from shirts, slippers, sliders, puzzles, things to put up on your wall, mugs, everything. And you guys have a discount, a 15% discount that you can get using cfctvyt or scanning the QR code. You can use it at checkout, get your discount, get your good bit. Check it out, guys. It's really, really good. But without further ado, let's get into the action of the weekend, because I think that it's great that Chelsea will obviously go away. It's time to kind of really make this a good away record this season. And I know last season we talked about a poor home record, but I think away is something we always do struggle doing, going away and winning games. And obviously the Vitality is a tough place to go, in my opinion. It's small, you know, they make a lot of noise. It's obviously one of the hardest stadiums to get tickets to, and I don't doubt they'll make it tough, considering they've just had an ecstatic comeback against Everton with 3 goals scored in such a short space of time. Yeah, they're going to be up and bouncing, and I think they've got such adrenaline, and I think they've got so much sense of kind of proving yourself within their team as a whole since Solanke's exit to Tottenham. And I think that a lot of players are now kind of just stepping up and saying, look, yeah, I can do this job, I can score goals. So there's a real sense of kind of renewal in their squad, and I think they'll be looking to punish us. It's not going to be an easy game. I just really hope that Chelsea can have it together. And Enzo Maresca's said in his press that they have been working on set pieces. They've been working on new things in defence. And I think that's probably a key area that we do worry about. We've got some injuries as well in the key places, like our right back position. Currently, Reece James, we know, has been out, and now Malo Gusto sadly isn't also available for this game. So it begs the question, who starts at right back? And if we're judging by CVs and who's played there before, Axel Disasi has. And we do remember him playing right back being perhaps not the most stable. I'd say I personally don't favour him in that position, but then you ask who else. Now, there are shouts for Marco Correa kind of swinging over to the right-hand side, or perhaps even Wesley Fofana out on the right. And I'm not too sure that either gives me a lot of faith, but considering we're going to have to try something different, yeah. So that's an interesting decision there for Enzo Maresca to make. But yeah, hopefully Gusto is not out for much longer. Equally with James as well. I just think that his one is always an unknown, but hopefully Malo Gusto can be back sooner, because that is essentially why we brought him in, because we know that Reece James is out for prolonged periods of time. So I think I do worry a little bit about our defence, and I think that, you know, that's where Bournemouth could expose us potentially. We have shown the teams we've played recently that we do have weaknesses at the back, and if you take chances, you will exploit them and you will capitalise on those weaknesses. So I really think that we need to be a lot tidier at the back. I think we need to defend our set pieces much better. And Enzo Maresca said, yeah, we're going to concede a lot more, but we will score those as well, because we have been scoring set pieces, which I think is a breath of fresh air, because like, when was the last time we scored from corners? You know, that's been a shortage too, and we've been able to do that this season. So there are already steps in the right direction, but one thing with Chelsea is that we're still unpredictable. hence the scores, right? In the league, 2-0 loss first day of the season, 6-2 win away at Wolves, 1-1 draw at Palace, with Palace at home. So we're kind of all over the shop at the moment, but that's not to say that we shouldn't feel positive, because again, we've got things to look forward to. So yeah, in terms of how we set up defensively, I think that, if he does put Disasi at right back, we'll probably see Colwill and Fofana perhaps in partnership there at the back, with Marco Correa at left back. Again, I think he's still experimenting with his back line. It's very much a trial and error. It's a very much kind of work in progress, because what is our strongest back line? I'd be eager to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know what you think our strongest, with everybody available at the moment in this current time, is our strongest back line. Obviously, Robert Sanchez is in goal. That goes without saying. Maresca's made it quite clear that this is the keeper he's going with. But moving further forwards, I think Enzo Fernandez has been almost kind of turned into Enzo Maresca's favourite, I think, because he obviously has given him the captaincy. That's one thing, but also I think he really does see a lot of qualities in Enzo, and he wants to unleash them, because we're still yet to see Enzo Fernandez at his very best in terms of consistency, because he shows us really good things, but sometimes he struggles. He might get pushed off the ball a bit too easily, but he's been saying that he wants to try him in a more kind of attacking midfield role, which is interesting, because I don't think that is his best position. Now with Lavia out and injured, you do kind of ask yourself, moving forwards, kind of what the idea obviously is. Caicedo is getting much better, and we're still kind of yet to push that Caicedo and Enzo partnership a little bit more. So I think you do kind of try it out with Lavia still out and injured, and it gives you a much more attacking option in the name of, your Cole Palmers, your Nkunkus, now you've got Felix. You've got so much to choose from to truly make it a more attacking lineup, which I think is what we need, because we're not falling short of creating chances anymore. We're just looking to finish them much better, and I think that's truly one thing we need to just push a little bit more, because we have so much creativity. That was something that was dying under Thomas Tuchel towards the end of his tenure slowly, and it's something that we were really kind of lacking for a bit even after him. Now we have those playmakers, now we have those creators, so let's really push that. I think we will see potentially Joao Felix feature in this one, and you do ask, where does he play? Noni Madueke's been on fire. Do you bench him? I don't think so. And the fact that, he came on, was involved, got himself an assist against Finland, and has just been so bright in all of our games at the start of this season, you pretty much can't drop him. There's no reason to. So you need to kind of push that, continue playing him. So I think Noni Madueke absolutely starts. And, having said that, you would probably play Palmer in kind of behind, because we saw how great he was behind kind of Noni in that Wolves game, how much he was able to feed him. And I think that's where his superpowers lie. But then where do you fit Felix? That's the thing. Do you play him on the left? Then that means that you don't perhaps play a Neto in that game. So it's really interesting, and I think it's absolutely great we have all these options, because we haven't even mentioned our new superstar, Jadon Sancho, who's just signed for us literally on transfer deadline day. I don't think he starts though, however, in this game. I think he will be in the squad. He'll be on the bench. He'll be exciting us and teasing us all to, when does he come on? What does he show? And I think it's so refreshing that we've still got this excitement in us to see this player play and see that player do well. But at the top of our attack, I think again it calls for Nicholas Jackson, who just, by the way, has signed a 2-year contract extension. Brilliant. Enzo Maresca is very happy with Jackson. He is kind of our out and out first choice number 9. He's the experienced one now. So Jackson, do your thing, boy. I'm absolutely backing it. I do worry. I have my concerns around his consistency with finishing and his conversion rate, but that doesn't mean I'm not supporting him. Fully behind him. This is who we're going with. And at the end of the day, there's one thing you can't question about Jackson. It's effort. He will literally work his socks off for this team, for the club, for the badge. So be it. Let's encourage it. We didn't have players playing for the badge last couple seasons, really, towards the end. So yeah, it's great. I'm happy. Yeah, let's do it. But yeah, guys, it's so interesting, because look at me, like, I'm trying to build a lineup, but there is so much you can kind of go for, which is refreshing. It's great. Let me know in the thoughts Let me know in the thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below who you'd go for. Let me know some score predictions as well. I think this is going to be a narrow one. I don't ever do score predictions, but I'd probably edge a Chelsea 2-1 win or a 1-1 draw, purely because of the difficulty of this game. I'm not underestimating Bournemouth. I actually really like how they've been looking. I think they're on a steady kind of upward trajectory, or they could be here. It's almost like Solanke leaving was kind of a blessing in disguise in some ways for them, because it means kind of you have to adapt to the situation. You know, you're used to this bagsman scoring your goals. Now it kind of calls for more people to step up, in a similar way to Harry Kane leaving Tottenham. Oh, sorry, excuse me. In a similar way to Harry Kane leaving Tottenham. Anyways, though, I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV if you haven't done so already. Be sure to check out my personal channel as well, Nina's Chelsea Corner. It will be linked in the title of this video. I hope you have a lovely weekend, guys. Take care of yourselves and up the Chelsea.